Today na the 12th day of October 2022. Well, the 2022 voter registration done complete. When the first phase been done, the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone began to we. They can give you a rundown. Waiting, then be make up of the numbers them. Waiting the data they try for show them. The second phase being done, then they began small extension. It be end the 4th of October. The 5th and the 6th then be transferred going to the first phase centers them where be on for the 7th and the 8th. That one they done. Today na the 12th. ECSL no give you updates. People and they can't catch me. Tripoli. Yeah, what you think? Wait till today. The wire knock out numbers they eat. I still wait for them. Only one they will come meet me. I say, let we wait for them. Now count then they count. You know what? Made until we say then count down the data. Not look alright. Not look so. Let we trust them and wait let them can announce numbers then to we. Well, today, ECSL don't pull a press release. Now that press release day, I want to make you know what's in the inside. But before that, what's make with the come on now? Now because of the one and only AK11. Hey! Even there, na AYV hot seat. If you miss that interview, they trust me, you don't miss. And the comment section being so, I don't know. There were no in between. No. You get the one the way straight up things say Alpha Khan is a patriot. You get the one the way straight up things say he's a watermelon. Now so no more. Some man feel to say, oh, well, because of one reason or the other, Alpha Khan is a good man and everything. Other one, they feel say Alpha Khan, they feel say Alpha Khan sabi talk. Alpha Khan is sabi talk. Sabi talk? Okay. Papi talk. Me, pa all what he talk. He repeat something tout temps. Then they don't talk and I say this dollarization, this dollar where they go up in a saloon, fuel price get for go up. You say I take 10 to go that one they can inside? About fuel. For say for reduce the production of fuel, and if they reduce and then they can cause increase in the price of fuel. Now warning they don't give it so. Warning. But even without that, because the one them with the order fuel and saloon, petroleum products in a saloon, now forex then they use, and the way how the foreign exchange day now, it's obvious. It's obvious. Fuel get for go up. It's obvious. So even without this one way they talk say, they don't say this and that about that, fuel get for go up. That 18 Leone way now, let's watch no more. But you put on 210. You go there 210, they make down there as an example. Get for go up. And for me, when Lamgana ask him, say, oh, about the economy, it draw Britain come inside. Anybody, I don't know, no. Anybody who don't they follow the world economy, no say, Britain economy begin fall when Brexit come inside. When Brexit come inside, Why make them not say, oh, well, the dollar? Why make them Britain? Then they compare. Eh? Why make them not say the euro? Why they not compare the euro? But no man Britain, because Britain, there's something attached to it. Yes, the corona go don't cause what itself, but na Brexit time bring all this thing where everybody they frown for them. Now the European Union. Because Islam can ask us, and I say, oh, well, you see, what about Britain? Britain, they go almost 1-to-1 to the dollar. Hello? Yes, because of Brexit. If you say, what about Britain? I go tell you, what about America? What about the European Union? What made the Union not fall? Eh? I not deny say COVID-19 not get an impact, but the impact it gets by the British economy, my dear, not from Brexit. Not from there. So all these people where then you want to try for make like say salon economy, not saying one grain, then begin points by England, I beg go. England lady she don't suffer. Una lefa. Then get lady again. Okay, now England gentleman or king. Yeah? No, seriously. Quick, then talk about the pounds. I left the pounds so it dey paying. Now choose say one day, now the European Union call them Brexit. So now the king then they take bitter. I take bitter. We all sabi, that left that bradible. I don't tell we say a President Bio higher. You see President Bio higher. You don't like the former because he be the sacker. Hey, for God. What did they tell you say? Our politicians is all about themselves. You know they believe. Well, I say, well, if President Bio sack you now, I say no, President Bio, like unintentionally, it is try to tell President Bio say let not sack him, let not touch that position outside there. It's an interesting one. Go watch him. Like how we talk about the free quality education. That's what he tried to propagate on the program today. But me, who said team up? Now they are still team up. Now they. Alright. Let's come back to ECSL. Yeah? Because now they will want to deal with today. I'll come back to them. You'll be done the wondering. Waiting they gone, waiting they gone. Well, I'll listen, waiting they get for tell we. The Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone don't complete the voter registration field data capturing exercise successfully. Hey. Yeah. Let's go over that side back. The Embassy of Sierra Leone, Saudi Arabia. Oh, you guys are here. Now, welcome. Doris say, he said even in America, things they had everything they go up. Nobody is denying the fact. So why say even in America we'll get 24 hours light? Let's alone get 24 hours light. Even in America, where you open, you pump, you get water with the commodity. Let's alone get that water the way they come out today. We not get for the going on run for dig well. In America, we get to public transportation system where effective. Why we not get an salon? So if things are in America, we get all the other things here I don't name. So things back for Aina Salo, we will not get all the other things then they. What's it at the minimum wage in America as compared to Sierra Leone? Eh? So if things are in America, things for Aina Salon? No, I don't think so. All the man demanding the economy how we get in on. All the man demanding the on. So if things are high in America, there are jobs, people and they do job. Eh? So almost people and they do almost employment day in a salon. Oh, they talk about salon. Let's just focus on salon. Because it's indigenous for make we just they say in America na so and so and so and so and so in Sierra Leone if for be. Well, me in America I get 24 hours light, I get good internet. I want that in Sierra Leone too. I want the good things. I don't want the hard ones them. I mean, the good one and I want for salon. And then me want for salon. The good one there. So for us to say America, even London, even now the same thing I can do where they say the economy in salon. Say, oh, look, England, what's up in Britain? How we connect to it today? Eh? How we connect to it today? Me are angry. Eh? We no cook, I no eat. But me neighbor in house, jollof rice the commodity. He say, oh, I say angry, say, I mean they smell what you neighbor they cook. I for bell full with her. Eh? So it's your right, but I just think say we know they do justice to Sierra Leone whenever we they give the politicians the ammunition. We they give them ammunition. Even with two things they had in America, they have safety nets. If today you feel for go na Salvation Army, you go na food bank, you go na whatever, there's something there for you. In Sierra Leone, which side they go? Where? We not get her. So the medical system in Sierra Leone, they cater. Eh? And they cater. So I want to stay focused and build our own country. If we the Falamakata are good, the 24 hours light, the water, the good health care, the good road. Now that one day I want Falamakata. Not to the one way. It's hard. You know how hard it is in Sierra Leone? Papa God. It's hard. Trust me. It's really hard for people in a salon. Eh? Okay. Right. Eric he said triple the euro and the US dollar, they work like 1-to-1. Oh. He said make transaction last week in both currencies. €1 now be almost $2 when they be introduced in 2003 and 2004. He say me, I go glad for see the Leone get strong, but the dollar they get tranga one every day at the international level. Lucian Goodwin Williams say you can compare saloon US with saloon. God bless America in any way. Lucian, I'm not getting on the clear anyway. But let's continue. Yeah? Let now just say we Isakoma say he say just depend on the age and the time. But honestly, it's not ever easy na salon. That is true, Isa. But it is getting harder. It's not ever easy, but it gets harder. It gets harder. At least law no make iron stone. Law no make iron stone. Even if it's not easy. Now that grass mat gets a flow, we use them. Let know they use the Now that you believe that it must be easy in Sierra Leone, I don't understand Ali. King Rash, now you get luck safe. If not for be AYV hot seat, you know for me to win now. Now because we sure because now they try for can quick for people in Europe. Ali Bayo, if I can understand, you say must be easy in Sierra Leone guideline. How for make them easy? The pound and the euro they go down. Okay. How for make them easy, Ali Bayo? Forget the guideline. Yeah. Let's start with agriculture. Yeah? Let's start with agriculture. Let's make agriculture fashionable. Let's begin provide for ourselves. I see no reason why for the import egg. I see no reason why for import egg can salon. Yes. After the war, we not ever get right footing for waka. We not ever get right footing for waka after the war. We not get it right yet. Because then when we begin provide for ourselves, we begin for import less. Now go up with economy. Even if we know the export force. Even if we know the export. Okay, you get 1,000 leons. 1,000 leons. You get garden behind your yard. Garden behind your yard. You get 1,000 leons. The next man get 1,000 leons. You don't get nothing behind your yard. You want cook. You plant all thing behind your yard. All thing you get them behind your yard. Yeah? What you need for cook. The few things that will go make you come out na Maggi and the other funny thing that we not get behind your yard. How much you feel say you go spend? By that 1,000 leons day, as opposed to the next man, where you no get nothing behind the yard, but you get for come out, you go na do for go buy all thing for can cook. But now all two, who do you first 1,000 go first done? Who do you only think say go first done? And the man no get that thing behind the yard. So before we the thing self say, let the member for export. Let us remember first for feed we safe. How? Me right inside agriculture. and I don't see her. And I dey learn from other countries them. And I dey know why them it's business not to them problem. It's business. You know why make beaucoup lebele de na salon? Now because of team for it, you have to forget. Because team for it had to forget. The young man there, they just see bike business now, they just jump there. Bop. If the government come with scheme them, yeah? Scheme them, we go make that one day so attractive to them. Provide land, provide seeds through the local council them, make a competition. Make a competition, local council competition across the country. Who that they will not like competition? Who that they will not want win? They make a force chiefdom level. The competition then they chiefdom level. When they come out stay, then take them district level. District level. Not to provide, we don't begin provide for yourself so. Why make you for import granite, import tomatoes? Why should we be doing that? Whereas other country them, other country them, then they export them in the African country them, then they export them in the. Yes, they exporter. In fact, now we serve them they send them to. Go na market. Then they tell say this is Guinea granite, this is Mali granite. Because you're not able to provide them for yourself. If you get some heleba one, orange and mango, you want to see them say na Guinea mango, then they call them Guinea mango, but na inside we don't country then the planter. Then say Mali mango. You want to see them say Guinea orange? No. Because the one in there, God in be bless we country done with them. We will not sabi say for preserve them. Let it be say we get proper storage system. We go make we not ever go out of season. Harvest them better one. We make year in, year out before they get them in the market. Now you ask me, say what in are the solutions then? I will go make it easy. Where somebody gets tin for it, where tin for it they across the country, where they get for drag, get for sweat for get tin for it, me brother, me sister. Trust me, people they don't even care who that sit on a chair. They don't even care. So Ali, if you ask me, you say the guidelines them, now I show you so agriculture. Meaning they talk about export too. No, and they talk for feed we safe. For feed we safe. We can do it. We can do it. So why not? Private person no go able for Kandwa. Private person not go able because in need. You see like how the government they focus upon education. If they focus upon agriculture, trust me, a different thing for the talk by now. Different thing. You see, I base my argument on promoting agriculture. Local people encourage for come and stay in Freetown. Don't complicate the situation more. You ask me about guideline. I'll show you guideline now. You say I base arguments. Which means all what I've just said, you not pick nothing there. You say what's in the guideline for make them easy for the people of Sierra Leone. I just show you now one factor where go be agriculture. I just show you one. They say, no, but they don't encourage people for camp free tongue. Okay. Anyway, let me just continue, yeah? Let's just continue. ECSL, the press statement, say the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone don't complete the voter registration field data capture exercise successfully. We done use them the 8th of October 2022. All right. The commission, they extend their appreciation, then glady, to the public for where we participate in the process in a peaceful and orderly manner. Peaceful and orderly manner. Ezekiel, thank you for the stars. The commission want for tell special thank you and appreciation to the entire staff, permanent and ad hoc, where in diverse way they contribute to this national exercise. And they work help them. All the one they would and they work with, then they tell them thank you. The ECSL, they continue to appreciate the government of Sierra Leone for the timely disbursement of funds. Yay! Okay. Abdul Tarali, thank you for the stars. So the government of Sierra Leone, timely disbursement of funds. Then give the money. Okay. The political parties for the incorporation, National Civil Registration Authority for the collaboration, Political Parties Registration Commission and the security sector for the respective support with the give to ECSL. So all man cooperate too. All man cooperate as to waiting ECSL they tell we now. They say following the completion of the field data capture, and now waiting them to do the exercise, the public they want to remind we about the following next step before the commission go release the final voters register. Before they go release the final voter register, that's who sign out all the data of all waiting they don't do. All of my name, number, everything, before they go release them for the election for June 2023. These are the following steps. The reason why we don't see them right now, the numbers them, because of the steps them wouldn't get for take. Okay. Victor Duati left. Victor Duati say, he said, now God make America in saloon. He don't like America pass saloon. No. He said, now people them. He said, and they know. Now they know better. Hey, Victor. They people them better big. Yeah? So the following steps so ECSL get for take one. Then say, then get for consolidate the data them into a single unit. You know, say, then we get 1,815 centers them. Yeah? 1,815 centers. So, then get for add all the one then there to waiting. Based on, remember the last time? Not to the different western area, urban, eastern province and all that in the southern province. Okay. So then get for make all that one day one. Eh? Okay. 2. The duplication. This na the stage usai duplicate registrants them, then they capture them and eliminate them. Duplication. Stage where duplicate registrants data are eliminated. People then we go register. We then capture them tute. The mistake save and tute. Or then anyway, then say duplicates. Yeah? Then go capture them. Done. Then eliminate them. Number 3, these are all the process they have to go through before they go give it a final result. Number 3, publish the provincial voters register to the public. The one they then be do for phase 1 when I be 80%. Remember? Now be the provisional. So then go get for publish them for we back. Alright. Number 4. The exhibition exercise of the provisional voters register for allow registrants them will be take part by the registration exercise for go confirm the detail and order and correct errors if there are any. You wait here, see? After them pull up provisionally, then they give we chance we register, make we go watch for compare if we name and we face na the same. It's necessary. You know say it happened the last time, You know that? Say when them be give ID, some man name not to in face, did he? Some man in face, not to in address. Okay. Well, for eliminate that, they say then go give a time where people them will be registered. They go for go confirm say yes. How they get for do am I no know. Maybe now the centers then get for put placard with all the names them all man go watch. I don't know. But then say then go do that one day, so that then go correct errors them. Then the commission go use exhibition exercise for conduct inquiries and appropriately address all rejections, objections, and appeals. Some will go say nothing and they take a rejection. Some will go say, this na me but there when I correct this objection. Some will go say, I the appeal there. And say that same day, then they go use for address all lengthing then they will go come up. Number 5, then go update the provisional voters register and then go release now the final voter register, FVP, where FVR, where that one day now get for qualify we for votes come the 24th day of June 2023. The Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, one for make we know say, then committed to the timeline for completing the voter registration process and publish the final voters register. Remember, I be the tell we now say, then not to Bank of Saloon, we give 6-month extension. Then at 2 days no more than begin. And then tell now say, then they make until we now say, then they don't know to voter registration at Saloon. Fail, they don't done. So if you, no be do and more be get the opportunity, well, forget it. Come 2023 June for vote. The commission One for make you no back say, then remain committed to the legal mandates and the guiding principles. And therefore, then they appeal to the general public for make una patient and trust the process. Hey! Ataya. Una for don't use other word. This trust the process on account. Anyway, Paupa not to then get her. Not to the own. ECSL say, let us be patient and let us trust the process. Udoyeri. We go trust the process. They wait. Yeah? They wait. ECSL. For trust the process. Okay. Nayana Salon. Yeah, really. Na salon. Yeah? So you don't hear from ECSL. They say allow patients then. Then get all the steps so then get for take. And even before the final one get for come out, then get for pull the provisional where you go check if you mistake the then correct time. So that at the end of the day you face go match your name and your address. Eh? Welcome on board this weekend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tripoli, for giving me the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers. Thanks for talk with through, and also going run with through this Alpha Kane issue. What the economy side, I believe, see now challenges that get for get a lot, we then for face hand in hand and try address them. Every country get your own different issue, like you be the talk 'em. You don't narrate them, so let them try look into that one day. That OPEC issue, then a different issue. So then one then they all not things that we'll get for look into, we'll get for how they address them. So then things that are not things that when an individual country, then you we would then deal with their own bank and government law, now they lead them to any situation. So it's up to how when I deal with that, and they make one your own base value of our currency go up. So, but that one, we'll talk about it now. We'll come to this issue of this legal process where ECS and apply for do. We believe saying a legal mandates in Nigeria, when a law say, therefore do so. Since we don't announce this, but I think the next stage is when they pan at the first stage still, then they pan before the election process. After the announcement, they don't do this voter registration now, they don't start them. But we know say when this process they begin, we don't get challenges them. The challenges them they don't come from software, capacity number, and so on, up to legal rights of people who they question who are then supposed for votes. Despite now the mechanism they work, but some of them they refuse them because of documentation due to the type of system we will get will not be in place where nobody no forecast for look into all these challenges before then they bring laws then in place. So wait till we see a lot of complaints for the new voters them more because of the system. But coming down to the legal process, we ask the question now. I'm waiting if he really try for him, whether he try for long say he maintain your authority through your job for make it show say he really work in wouldn't put the law, or he work with your interpretation of the law, but he maintain authority maybe to the executive power or to the timeline or now nationwide. Because if you say nationwide, they think of everybody, then get for them pull way for them, it will get the way for register, we supposed for register. Then one thing. Time we therefore begin the process, everything they in readiness. Because we know it's a technical thing. Okay, they don't boost up for come. So all the challenges there, then you ask again, say, well, now the law say, according to the law say that this time is for begin, or the law be get room. But we see one sign that the law, we get a room, we can inside about the delay, but it compensate with only 2 days. That what I mean, the law say, so time, if so errors and then you can able extend, but in use a test una half e can give. So that we don't know what he try for achieve for maintaining authority, say in timeline of the executive or in the timeline of the constitution where they can they act for the ESL, what they do, or he try for do based on the capacity of money or the people wait for employees where we do am backward at 2 weeks. So that now the question we will put for that side. We don't know in detail why he decide. He only tell we say why he do for say he compensate, but why he decide the 2 days instead of more that we don't know the details. Then I want challenge. So the other one now I want look again to the one where he say wetin dem go do for the one them where dem dey talk say dem give them that appeal for rejection form wey dem go appeal. We hear na verbal notice wey he give. I don't know if you talk about that area where he give this statement, where he talk say, well, then they accommodate them for cow with the appeal. So we don't know how that one day go work with the timeline again. Timeline go there, was that so time when I for don't do them because we get the mandate say one for fulfill the timetable say now this time we get for don't do all this. If we try to do all this, then we don't complete we own work for do. Or what would they do and back? Would they see the fault? What the people in don't get before this will reach at the second stage of the election before we go at the last one who for announce the results. So but all this is it come down to how possibly like it look genuine and which that they do will not understand because of sometimes there is many statements what they do. So but what is like he always left with sometimes like doubts of why this not be or why this not be, and then they bring people and they argue over it for a point where in una before don't settle up. But it all comes down to waiting them don't structure for that failure they will be there and they try to fulfill the gap now for meet up the timeline. Because if they say that they meet up the people and purpose, where the purpose for the people and for let you go register and when they franchise, you go all out say this person here, you get forget all things ready for let you go vote. But if me know that the system say that yeah they and the culture this, then yes still they press on one thing one know say this you know will be so easy for the system move smooth, then it comes to question where you begin to say, well, the chief say when they come, then get for come now one person over there for Allah and two people. So you begin to twist the thing gradually, even though the process went on. But the question is that then the project forget for saying that this will project or now this way actually they in reality now in the project or now waiting we feel say no more now based on we own statistics so we take from whatever source now in we go with. But one legal source we then see and get they will not fetch for let them pull the NRA for merge the system inside. Now the one with the ECSL, that might be the biggest challenge. The other one where they see now that they do the first stage of accepting, accrediting, and try for merge and avoid duplication. The question come again, and the challenges of the software. Sorry about this here. Challenge of the software. So the issue of the challenge of the software, then not be able to tell we say because if you get a software, somebody they go register 2 times, the system supposed for don't identify them. So they ask the question and say back, they not be set the system for say for identify them. Therefore can spend time again for letting go pull duplicates system. But I believe say in any digital system there is still a way where somebody in details they don't enter once they don't accept them based on a criteria because the criteria was a date of birth, a NI. So the system for the accept them. But if they wait for them bring one system inside, don't they now they use for doing a thumbprint or the biometric because of the NRA system, and then be used for we put the biometric, it pull the information. But they're not being able to put all the system in one place. So, but this they're not being able to explain in detail to people. They can do an election now, I can they explain, but I'm more for let them go seal their own law. But say now so it be try go vote, now this we go do, now so we call chiefdom. Now in most of the time you can hear in terms of these flaws that we do, how we now for don't identify people that would vote truth and now and they can't spend the time again for delete them. And what they go do? People that might unconsciously they go vote. The repercussion is that they arrest them. That is what in them they tell we from in press release. They're not going to talk now, except the government say, well, that's how we left them because of the crime. But that now ain't say they want to do them, don't go hand it to that's to police because they don't register to them. And the incident where I talk about this duplication, because there are incidents, when in incident talker, he said somebody when you know meet up during one of the program SLBC, one of the spokesman for the ESL. He said one person in the way he don't go, he complain say he not go sabi vote. Now he convince and let it go. Now he go realize it, then be don't kind of school, they can't register. Now I say, oh yes. So that means if that person then now go register two places, let's say two places unnecessarily, you go convict that person there. So these are all the things you get for look in place. Where you put laws, you said they explain it as we be, and then you come round again, you see you complete the system. So but all what they try for say they are doing a good job and they do within their capacity, but the capacity I know they explain it as so we able to do, then they say we able for do them. But not to so for not able to do this because we're not able to do this because of these reasons. So every time they just they both say everything is going on smoothly. So the question aside the why the one day they not go try update them, where you know go cause them problem in the game. Why then go say they synchronize people like for say all man one side and they wouldn't duplicate them pull them, then they shuffle them, then they show with the number. But those again we don't know. But I don't know if the one day win at the panel because we get one day win at the African peer African peer APRM one at the peer something regulatory something in Africa. Then they come recently they even attend this meeting. African peer review mechanism. Then they I think one of the spokesman when Mr. Ilonga will candidate and get forget conference in fact on the 12th, 13 and 14. The point you have for bring here, then make a speech during that program day. Because we therefore talk about the rights of the citizens and the youths them all. Now here the youths and they talk about it and say, now the man say what you know for do now for try introduce the picking them for let them begin to learn about democracy when they grow up like principle where we will make let them know we get bad habits for lose inside election. So what did that mean? So the man they try for talk say the picking and therefore know about this. So if you then go tell about the picking and you see the challenges where the youths then when at the program what then they do. This 13th, what then they do has something to do with Julius Nyerere. What in Julius Nyerere in 100 years when they celebrate that because of the education system we introduced, when for self-reliance. So then they try for tell you say the youth need to be empowered for the future generation. But if you see the challenge of the youth during this election, you go question say, now this I believe in the try for talents, you will begin teach them. Because if you don't go teach them, you go for faithful materials. The materials now you will bring you now a conviction-led approach. You they convict yourself. You see yourself at the picture, say, I not do this, I not do this. Now this I get for do. So that approach their beliefs in the try for talents when I do a conviction-led approach. You convict yourself and the duty and of somebody in rights. Now then thing I get for do, I do genuinely, not because of the executive mandate or not because of what I think, but now waiting go fit the people let this process go smooth. And I know me want for touch so that they will able to look at waiting the need for do, let the people and get right before the system here they close. If they conscious know see they're able to accommodate people that will need for vote, not only for vote for their identification, ID card or other things for do, so let them try do them. And show the system they cause development. Now work the lesson for themselves because everything, look people and the fight for good register for education, the fight for those people. So when they push the system, support it in different sectors. Let God help leaders and see and that vision there and let them be able to forget better objective for let them be able to go before and let we know we end up this thing and people and they still get doubt of the system. But at all costs, people are ready to participate. Let God help we and let God help the nation because we know the any side people are seeing and they go stop the process. Thank you, sir. Let God help the nation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to say thanks to Usfriend for your submission today. If you just join me, well, ECSL say make we trust the process, make we patient them, then they come. They get few steps them for take before we go see the final voter register when I go qualify we for vote next year. Yes, Alpha, welcome aboard to get the platform.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for bringing me come on board again. This wonderful show. I want to start with the hot seats. I just want to make one point that open me with listeners their eyes onto. Lamgana asks Alpha Khan, they say, he don't be Minister of Aviation during the previous regime. He say, according to him, almost he feels say one private jet trip the cost. And I will quote an exactly from what Alpha can say because now for me the eyes of we listeners and viewers the way not be able for listen the hot seat. He say for one private jet now $5,000 per hour. Imagine $5,000 per hour. So take am from Sierra Leone, you want for course, let's say Canada, Europe. How many hours you dey do? Roughly according to what he say, because I'm gonna ask him, he say, okay, how many hour flight to take? He say like 10 hours. So multiply 5,000 to 10,000 and to 10 hours. It's like $50,000. That now one way trip. So imagine we take the president and the entire entourage, take the same one the private jet again for go back na Sierra Leone. So at every one trip, successful trip wey dem do with private jet, the president dey spend $100,000. Calculate this money to almost trip this president don do with just private trips jet dey alone. Then you get people wey dey follow up na the chat comment and the chat wey they compare America and Salone. Almost then Joe Biden don fly. Almost million he don't spend per flights the way they do. Can we compare the development in America to Salone? Some people, if we not remove politics, the speck of politics in their minds and eyes, trust me, Sierra Leone will always be bien. Now go to me points triple A. But of course, we don't agree the ECSL don't give out. But me own concern na yeah, and of course, Uswe don't give you analysis. Thanks, Uswe. The first question we me get, how transparent is this system? When then they do this, the I call it now expunging, then they do this, what it then call, how transparent is this system? Who and who is involved in this system when then they go do this edit or whatever, then go able for do, and they can't that side again. How well they involve people, let's say civil society, let's say political, okay, political parties, they need for get representative then they. How well then they do that they? Is it only then no more than they go sit down and do it in the one for do then they give out the results or give out the list? That's a grave concern when we get. If they be really transparent, I want for believe say they will involve civil societies, they will involve the political parties, let them self see. Because when they do this registration, they may make sure say political parties then send their representative now most all the centers them. So when you come for calculate and do all the necessary data with input and waiting and call, I want for believe say again then for make this thing transparent and then for involve the political parties and as well as civil societies. So nobody no go cry foul at the end of the day. Another thing I want for make people interesting. One side the way I take note of is say then they expunge or then they remove double registration. Another concern I have, the system where they use for do this registration, the computer, the waiting and call, yeah, the entire system where they use, was it synchronizing? What I mean, if we register us in a Godrich, then they register na Lombly. If person go register to them, if na system where they synchronize, they able for dictate to that already start to them because you they put it on print. So it they tell you straight off say this person don't register. There is no need for make it can register again. But if the system accepts somebody for register to them, I have question with the system. Because we don't say na biometric, we they put it on print. How could the system allow somebody to thumb print twice and they're able for update them? It's a big concern. I don't know much about IT, but the little idea I get, even in my own computer, if I put one information twice, the same one, it tell me file 1, file 2, they tell me the same information. I get a software they use for delete all the double information, even photos. It's easy for identify. Even in your phone, if you get that system, they able to update her. They tell you all the double pictures, them and data we thing that we get. So if that's not in the system, I'm afraid. Remember when me talk say, let not be say ESL they try for synchronize the statistics, the census what they do to this wetin dem dey do so. Because if your system they allow double registration, then something they under this thing, I'm afraid. So make we ask more question and let them able to give we a clear answer. Because for me, like I dey say, I no feel say if I dey do biometric registration with all me thumb print, I say why mommy will make her laugh when the mommy they cry when they do in thumb print. Anyways, that's just an aside. If you dey do thumb print, you do an eye, then you go do am back other side. If I don't, if instantly, then for don't see am. So, but if then they say then they go do expulsion or then they go delete double registration, triple A, I rest my case. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Thanks to Usfriend and Alpha for their own submission today. Let's turn the mic to you. If you get something for say towards this one, now your opportunity now for make we hear it from you. Look at your screen. You will see the numbers then. They scroll. WhatsApp now 232-78990-991. WhatsApp 232-78990-991. You can call direct United States or United Kingdom. United States now 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom now 44-739-803-0402. The phone lines them open now. If you want for add but this, we will talk soon. Trust the process and be patient. Now so ECSL want make we know. They say they get a lot of steps and they don't give you the different steps the way then they take for each usai. The final go be where then go give you the voter registration. Like come with this caller. Yes, Fox, you get 3 minutes. What do you get for me?
Lawrence Fox is alone. You see that they create the doubts again. And then when the people in protest now, then they say that we incite, intimidate. No. So why don't you have a transparent system in which I go tell me saying the double register? Now, because the way they talk, I guess it's a sophisticated system. The way they register the people, they are so all things will be correct. So how will you have a computer like how the last speaker they say? How will you have a registration in which then they get double registration so that they can't delete it or then so you see where the process they go bad there. You saw the trust corner when they tell it like a plane, not a phone. We're telling them they're choking. Because when they talk, you see SLPP they tell we say the registration go according to the midterm census. And corner we don't begin tell you what percentages the way in the OPSI if we capture. We get doubts at the system. Corner was not approved by Parliament legally. We get doubts at the system. And we're not ready for make a mother bill and tell we say mother bill win back or we tell them. Okay, Lonta, we aren't done. So I will give that person chance for talk.
All right, thank you very much, Lawrence.
You're welcome here.
Yes, Ezekiel, 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple. So I listened to the politician Alpha Khan. A better way they inform the people them. The one go kill themselves for politicians. Everything way then they do now for themselves. And the man they watching age. If he say go can sit down at the sideline and punish himself for another 5 years, 10 years, that's basically what they do. So when they try for invoke overseas about the hardship, inflation and the hardship they everywhere. But guess what? Guess what in the unemployment rate in America now? Guess how much job they create last month? Wait and sit down. The thing we had for let them escape half for answer to with people them. Now then they take money stuff they go down everywhere. But you don't see them and check waiting at the unemployment rates now. Less than 3%, almost like less than 3% now. You know, job then did it. If you want job, you dey get them anytime. You know. Now people and job they look at whose one will pay them better. Not to say which one therefore go and hang there for the meantime. No, which one if I pay them better, now then they look for. You know, not they create anything we will create job for people and just they go and try for compare overseas. So the young people are left owner they go and beat on self up for politician. Then they look out for them pocket, not to for you, not to for you. Way they want in a vote, now make it and they can't to in a place now in a place right now. We then don't get the votes, they not even one step that place they side this step. And he sees of what una they do before then they can't see una they clean the place fine, una they beautify the place so that it will come work and a fine place. We don't commodity in a fly themselves now they want kill una with mosquitoes. I'm not going to try for focus on things that we una for do for better. Una continue for votes for the same people and then we'll continue for punish that country there. And we'll continue for punish una life them constantly. So not to them for can't tell you waiting you for do. You for sit down and think. The past 4 years, waiting don't happen in your life. Now that you for get now you back off your mind before they go vote. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Mame Conte, thank you for the stars, sir. If you don't call, we know you. We return your call. If you just come it we. You know, say we dey talk about trust the process and be patient. And so ECSLC. Yes, Uma, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Triple A. Listen, this business, and we don't talk on today. Any country in a civilized nation, if the economy need to do well, our president say it's not easy for them to win back. So the one to compare America and Salone, Joe Biden, right now in the midterm election in the council, we get certain Democratic candidates then where they run for the House and the Senate, then they run away from Joe Biden. Within the campaign, they not even want to mention Joe Biden in name. Just like with the economy being bad, couple of 7 or 8 years ago, where Republicans them they run away from George Bush. That now so people in the vote. And okay, Joe Biden not get nothing for do with Corona. He can't meet Corona. But just because the inflation they kill people, and right now gas now Los Angeles now $7, it just don't go down by 2 cents. Even that thing we're not to create. Because we don't say this strategy. Americans, we are not care how that president did bad. As long as the economy good, money in our pocket, like we can say, yeah, we not care. He can go do any other thing we want to. I can say this flat. If Corona not been come, Donald Trump in the lost this past election. Because the unemployment been there almost 2%. And no country on the way they vote a president out with the unemployment they 2%. So now that they tell people in a salon, not of us when they compare well, America something, but well, yeah. Can't ask Joe Biden. Not yesterday, sir, for today, as he say in ratings and go up by 40 something percent. But the economy side, then the torture and the hard that one. And now that therefore make Republicans, we Republicans, they take the House and the Senate come next month. Yeah, plain. Even England, what's happened? When they make that crazy guy make that basic, not saying them put pressure on so he resign. So why they not for do say the same thing to Marabio? Marabio, I tell you, if Salona any super country, Marabio for don't resign. Because he said for don't know say I not even need for going to polls. I they lost the election. But Sierra Leoneans they need to vote for issues. They need to vote for situation. They vote for color and tribe and region. So that might be problem. But if Sierra Leone not be any civilized nation, not be if I just resign right now. The way waiting Tranga. Because it says before even in them not for even at the battle because it lost flat. We didn't see any civilized nation. But Alpha Khan, when alone no go listen to that guy there. Alpha Khan ain't be done talk say in a honest by Chromai apprentice. Now the same guy this back we don't grab now say in a AK-11. So me not know the way Alpha Khan. Alpha me to me Alpha Khan and Sylvia blinding. Nah. Anyways, me we don't call that. I did listen to them because they don't become more like a clown. I did listen because he joyful. Sylvia, when they talk, he get jokes the way they bring around. But to me, Alpha Khan and Sylvia Blinding are just like Adebayo. The voice they don't go anywhere. Trust me. Regardless of what people in the talk say, Adebayo, they move breeze or move weather. So we need for Fenway where we will find way for just like what Ezekiel just said. One of the people of Sierra Leone, when I get for tell them politician, you say, if tea not good, we must make sure say when I know say tea not good, the way we the treat to the pulling box. But right now, if Marabio, look then there's here where Fatima and Sylvia Blyden, I don't know who's work for life or work for something. Look the crowd of the BNN. The people could just turn around and say, why would they worry? People in the crisis, one day they oversee them, they open the mouth and they talk to Tintranga. Tintranga, look what people in the dance BNW. That's not the reason. Because Africans, I don't know, maybe East Africa, because really they do well right now. Then I go to say Kenya, Rwanda, and another continent, then they vote for issue. But Sierra Leone, I'm not facing Sierra Leone, they vote for issue. And I don't know when Sierra Leone go vote for issue. I'm afraid, my brother. Thank you very much. Let somebody else take the call. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Omar. Mosdi, thank you for the stars. If you don't call we come now you do more too. We'll get to Tony for can close. But the one that we don't call or just knock on in the mouth quick. Oh, you're knocking on the mouth right now. You did it?
Yeah, this now Mario Musa in Maryland.
Yes, Murray. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'll make them brief. Now, two things that me want for even talk about. One, the people them where they compare Salon to America or UK. I don't know. I really don't understand why people politics today in people so much that you it just animal like you papa they feed you. Now, so every morning and they give you lunch for it. The day when you not give you lunch, it's all like you never eat in your life. Then you want compare yourself to that person. The one the way they give you, where we get all the resources there, and just like how they talk about agriculture. If not be then thing then the government, all them money they wouldn't be waste for that becoming a waste column. Where we want for compare ourselves with other big things that we will not even need. The basic agriculture, if government be really put attention, not to for just go buy 2-3 machine, then go build farm na 1 acre, it then a social media every day like nine get for feed the entire people. If them be really they spend their money by equipment them come. I don't know why people in Kitok say people don't come on a upline, they don't kind of free tongue. Yeah, now then they make agriculture. Are you kidding me? What's in them people and they want get for do with agriculture if government really want for improve on agriculture. We get a lot now we salon ground for law able for provide for everybody in a salon if we not even export self. Then two, I don't know if in a ECSL then color or neck, na neck me sabi. Where they talk about this double registration, then they get me scared. For all this biometric, they're not able for detect somebody where they register two things. Because from what me say them we don't do one registration, I don't know how to call that registration. The way you go register now, it is even easy for you as them put your information, everything they come up. So if that system activates, it is synchronized. Why now then for even get problem with people where they go do double registration? If then they do that kind of screening day, if they're able to involve all the other political parties, then maybe take part by the registration for do that process there, I go trust them. Otherwise, they trust the process where they talk about, then go just find way for link them to the last census where they get. I hope they're able for land and people able for conscious and see how they're able for fix that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Murray. Okay. Think say no miss nobody again. Let me see. Now. I think we good now. Nayana Salon. Trust the process and be patient. And so ECSLC. Okay. Try to go through some of the messages. So tell us, say the unemployment rates in America, you know, get nothing for do with wetin dey happen at Salon. Salon for just take care of your own problem. But trust the process and take care of your own problem. But they forget wetin the VPB don't say. VPB don't say we for be, was it drastic? Wetin I be the word we use? Aggressive for meet with development partners them. For be one kind aggressive bigger person. We forget pin. For not get pin when I end that. Okay. I think so. Don't try. And so we go lock here today. And so we go lock here. La bring come Tony. Let we what's in Tony you take on this one. Welcome on board, Tony. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, me own take into this whole thing is if you say the political parties even include in the party in power or APC when they made your opposition party, I would say, you understand, and all the other one, they just get for be vigilant. You understand? This is not like a forceful thing, or it's not like a way like, then just need for understand the processes. If possible, ask how the whole process they go, because this particular area where they can go into very key, and if the election therefore be transparent now from this period. And in one area where I just feel say where I want for, I know say a lot of people they raise concern say if somebody they do biometric information and somebody else they go like duplication on the other side, this system wouldn't get not the interface. What thing they do, they collect all the data. When they don't collect all the data, they merge them as one from all the various areas. Then they be able for pick out. That's in the camp. That's in the system where they use or the software where they use. We're able for show numbers. I mean, or aged or names or fingerprints them. We duplicate. Then they can come in and able for clean the system. But at this moment, where registration they go, it's very hard for make them able for dictate. Say, okay, I register an alumni, I go back na Brook Street, I go register. It was difficult because the thing when they use, you understand, the server, no that's it's just like where you go buy food. Somebody to go with 10,000, somebody to go with 15,000, somebody to go 20,000. So most of wheel system we they use, we the neck they use or way ECSL they use, not that too sophisticated way initial period you able to pick them out. So waiting obviously the other political parties or any other neutral social civil society group because we have a lot of people they say civil society for involved, but we get for what you say how credible are some of these civil society. We've seen civil society supporting bad things the way don't they happen, way political parties they know they do. You understand? So we just get forget like for somebody kind way we feel say they fear God, we get integrity for be part of the process. I feel say this is what I mean at this particular moment you get forget acts, let themselves involved. It's not like involved in inputting the data, but at least when they do all the stages, they are step by step stages. Let them know exactly how they go about it. Because if you want to do a credible election, you want to make an election way. Because most election at the world, even at the US, even at wherever you talk about, there's always the after pressure wherein people go say somebody go say they're rogue and this and that rigging or double counting. They happen everywhere in the world. Salon out to a unique situation. But for make the system, let we people then be able for actually able to understand the system, I feel say then therefore be transparent. So if somebody want for audit the system tomorrow for say, hey, this and this, you not get for find that too cumbersome, you not get for find that too confusing for me able to understand the processes them were involved. The political parties that I mean that they get this. We just they talk and make we own points and everything because you see, we all may feel say this government will be in power when they come a lot of things they will fix. I must say me get my own side where I know see certain areas in they're doing well, like education I still stand by me point say they're doing well, they're still work in progress. There's a lot of ways they can improve it. They're not going to improve them overnight. But certain ministries and the way if you say they should be doing very well at this moment, if not actually at 80%, but at least you see say yes, the strives the way they take or the pillars the way they put or structures the way they have to put in place go yield dividend in years to come because even in places here what we did they're not just build up one term overnight. Let's have go through. If you ask people that we don't care first term, the one that we don't care 50 years ago, Sierra Leone, and they will tell you say the system was not like this. They have faced challenges. So we're in like a week, we not expect say everything will happen, but we still they pray and we still get for the voice out areas where we feel say need urgent attention. I mean, kudos to them for Kono. I mean, I've been in Kono for so many years. I work there, I know the challenges we camp and hold this network, you camp and light business. And we mentioned where you mentioned about agriculture. Sometimes can they the pressure what they get. Not say people they know on farm. A lot of people they farm, but the feeder routes they're not there. Imagine somebody they farm na Kai Kondo chiefdom. You understand? All the way towards Guinea. You understand how they bring the goods and come na Koiduton, where they get that luma every Monday na Koiduton. Why you go take your goods and for go na combine there? You understand all the areas and so feeder roads now one area. If they talk about agriculture with government and get for be really sincere, they want for fight, they want for actually meet the threshold, or want for actually develop the country that will not spend more outside than what they spend because we get unfavorable balance of payment because we they pay more outside than what we get. We get unfavorable balance of trade because we know they buy all things of people then they buy it so we you understand. So if all that thing that if want for make we economy we actually strive or let we reach there, you understand? We therefore spend smart. You understand? We all see, I mean, we listen to Alpha Khan. Some people say, oh, he's a genius. For me, it's very deceptive. Sometimes you see people the way if you say I mean, for talk the truth and so deceitful, you understand? That one man, then, one man we make with the suffer for internet and salon. Now, immediately, the same way me the Minister of Information, they eat the money. We always see how people that they benefit from internet in the world. We always see in Nigeria. We always see in Kenya. We always see Ghana. It's how the women don't go now to talk about how young people they utilize internet connectivity, how they benefit from it, how they do so many things for benefit themselves. Look, we own. You can't even stream when you do salon for air you program. Look how many challenges so you get for make you air you program out. Just because we get one basic problem with internet connectivity. When are very key. You understand? So a lot of things then they way just like what we all know, they talk now. So not for say we they talk on tribal or political line or whatever. But me, I mean, I don't want to work for government. I don't want to wish for get government job. But I mean, the area where me feel say we for develop. If we start for run with country, like how somebody they run a private company. You understand? How every you review every steps and processes for make you able for save money because at the end of the day you get your financial statements when I just for prepare and you're working for people. You understand? But this is a council where you see somebody just don't know how they spend. They spend money any kind of way and they will for spend. Some of those money can be utilized in areas that we go yield the more dividend. We go yield the more productivity. And the last time Alpha can mention about Guinea. So one thing always actually mention about Guinea because I mean when I look Guinea and Sierra Leone, I don't get Guinea in the 80s. But they have basically grew up. But my mama say no, the school business now Guinea no better for black cancer alone. You understand? I know how Guinea in the 80s when road several and then big and rain them that they put na road follow with job because when rain kind of flood, especially the Matoto area, then they flood. You understand? Look, Guinea delicate. I'm not saying the 100% better off. You understand? But even the minister will sit down just on the benchmark, say, you know, see people then they make that later you go back everybody because the middle level manpower was catered for. From inception, they try for land trade. We in all this. So if a politician they talk about saying not see big, what are they doing for stop the big? What are they doing? People need for be trained. People need we know what the guy so we need international companies for Canada alone, and then the people do not get the skills, they require skills. We see London Mine in Africa Mineral, they come with dumpster operators. Even Oxia Mine, they get operators that when Ghana they pull them. People that way they certain skill. So we get for try for build the structure. We get for try for put system in place wherein if these companies they all they come, hey, they come the investor then come, investor then come, we not get the required skills. Definitely, what do you think? They bring in their expatriates. The expatriates are not they spend the money in a salon, they take their money go back. So they have to put system in place wherein the Bobode syndrome for being reduced. They don't go eradicate and one time, but when somebody seeing a company don't get a job, probably they don't get institution or probably one vocational institute, let's say, for instance, national workshop, and they make furniture or upholstery. Where go they serve schools that will not get benches and chairs and whatever. You understand? If you say company earn salary every month, a decent salary, instead they move from. We see people them they plant grass, London mining, and they plant grass now the train track. People then they go McKinney, prepare all inside in it because they don't say every month they get salary, they get medical, they get this, they get that. Somebody say, okay, why make you say the youth and they take drugs? Oxia mining, then they get one machine there. I know somebody they go they listen, go access. When I'm money. The guy that want me they work na Oxia mining. Oxia mining na that company where they call Holdings. Now morning before they go inside, then they breathalyze them. Then get one machine them they blow. If alcohol or anything where you take on narcotics or anything or drugs, you know they can't work you go now. They happen to say they lost the job. So guys them when they work na Oxia mining, then it's so loyal. So if you find out if young people then they take drugs, now because a lot of them not get job, a lot of them hide. Outside, then they get paid, then they get money, then they get this. A lot of them they obey. You will find that say the intake of drugs or push or this, then that thing away from they take, it will be reduced. So there should be a system in place where because you success when they talk to you the farm na salon. If you want to pay tiller the salon or you want to buy your own private one or please say you get for pay. You understand what I mean? You get for waiting. If we get people that will train in anything and they train them. get people that were able for when a engineer, them when a mechanic, they were able for if they broke down, they were able for fix them up. That will improve productivity as well. So them boku power tiller they what they see, them boku traction they know what they see, they broke down, they know they fix because you know so we system of the maintenance culture. We get serious gap, serious challenge in that area. Then they make boku of them things here from APC system. APC bring a lot of tractors, a lot of farming things them. Where are they? Some man go say, oh, them one man put on in a veranda. We say, no, a lot of them go down. We not able to get the skill. We not get people there for repair it. So then they go pull parts from one, they can make the other one. Definitely not scrap the other one. Other angle problem, they go pull parts from the other one. They can make the other one, and they say don't pack next to. So every time, so you go see the whole pack. The parts are not complete. So we can go back. The church will go immediately to educate somebody. We can go back to the drawing board, put system and structures them in place, copy best practices, see how country that way we they don't forget about America, England, Canada. Canada still they go. Don't look at China, the industrialization. All the countries that way we they behind when we they don't, or even in Africa or Rwanda, what they do different that we can replicate. You understand? So I'm take I just no one wait and call. I know say people they tired and everything they listen to Alpha Khan. I mean I don't take Alpha Khan. I mean we all know our business. We see people they run politics now surround the business. At the end of the day, they want to forget the return on investments. So that I'm take, but I feel say people that for able for the system where ECSL they use for be transparent, where somebody on in opposition go able to say I know how the system works. So tomorrow all this cry, no good day. But the political parties that then get the bigger responsibility. They have they just for take the lead. They just for really not so fast, but just be polite.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
take it, bro.
All right, thank you, Tony.
You're welcome, bro.
Well, Tony and I lock the domot for we today. We go there back tomorrow for see waiting goka na table. Again, if somebody come meet you, say wait too. But from what they say that they register, who send that they can give you the number? Tell them say, ECSLC, trust the process. I see a lot of we look they focus on this duplication. Let's see, let's go over them again, that part there, and make I tell you why. Yeah. Even though Alpha and Tony. The duplication, then number 2. They say this na the stage usai duplicate registrants then data, then they capture them, then they eliminate them. You know why? Even if all the computers have the same software, if they not be connected to the internet at that moment, usai we know say internet's not the all sign at the country. I don't know if you know that one day. You know say internet's not the all sign at the country. Well, in case you don't know, well, know that today. Say no to all side internet today. Matter of fact, not to all side self connection, the cellular connection day before I say the data connection. So I might ever go up tick first. So because of that, not to all the computers the computers they're not connect to the internet. If they are connected to the internet at that time, then therefore they communicate to one another. They have the same software. And that's what me believe. Not to show ECSLC, but now so I believe say happen. Not to salon, not to do come out. Some of we, this is what we do for a living. So we know say internet on the outside. And because internet's not the all side, some of the computers, they not get internet. So they cannot communicate with the other computer through the cloud system, nothing. Then they solely and only for themselves, I make them get everything, them buy hard drives, them external hard drives. External hard drives. So now after that now they can sit down now for computer. Yes, it's been captured, not to write out an, but You know, go directly in the cloud. I mean, then get external hard drive when I did and they save. So it's in the cloud. You get iPhone. You pay for iCloud when a cloud landy. A virtual storage where you know they see, but you get access to them. So I believe see in this part, because of internet not the all sign of the country, that's why. So now then they say, and you ever go sit down and catch the one the way register 2 times, if not by name, by face, by whatever means with the software, because now they can put all things to one. Then they go able to see. Hopefully, we'll get a smooth one. Eh? Okay. Alpha can't just they doing work than they pay for. Just like BAT, we be they doing work today. I'll tell what they say. Okay. Anyway, we'll go there back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we go come the minister, the host, the minister for light. But sire, me I don't talk and I am. You know what? I see some people in the front say, "Oh, you they uploaded this, you they uploaded that." My dear, if you not listen, waiting the minister they say, or if you not listen, people them, waiting they talk. We can't just listen to ourselves. We can't just listen to ourselves. No. Now they not broad the conversation. And for una na YouTube, where they listen Uncle Sankara Media, you know Sabi Triple M voice again. You the YouTube. You know Sabi Triple M voice. But yourself. Left no. Alright. Must this say the computer and they speak the same language and make them not able to communicate to themselves? And they go only able to speak the same language when they are connected on the internet. Without that, they're not go able. And unless ECSL say otherwise, but I want for belief say, which I explained so, because it was not connected on the internet at that time that those data were captured, they just save on a hard drive. And save on a hard drive. So, and now then they get the central server system where then they take their hard drive then go connect and try to get all thing one. At the same server, then that one they now go catch duplicate. Well, and they'll get Kaleku now no get name the way boku. The one they'll get name the way boku. Hey, wala dandi. Hey, don't say name common. And so size salon people and they just go all normal. Wait, last see na the comment section. Usai salon people boku. Just go ala whose name. I need first and last name. Comment bar. First and last name. And definitely you go get somebody for turn. I wait. I wait for now. You meet Usai Salon people Lemboku. Whose name you feel is so common where you alarm. Somebody must give you attention. He must turn. You know there. You know trouble, you know call the name. Mata no be good day. Famata Kamara. Whose name again? Mata you know be say Famata. Yeah, wa kababa say Famata Kamara. Maya tu Kamara. Usabangua. Hey, ala di. Mohamed Kamara. Ay. Mr. Kamara. Eh? Well, you don't see? Must this say Kamara? You don't see? I said to Kamara. This is the work of ECSL now. I said to Bangura. This is the work of ECSL for determine. Well, fingerprints get for back and pictures get for back. Mame Kamara. Because that one day you need get for Kamara must. Even if they say no more by district. Mama Tassi Mame Sise. That's to Bangura. Okay. Oh. Not so me. Oh. Aha. I say like people give names now then they give me the read. As I took Oma. Leone not say just now. Mama Ebu say he say Mohamed Kamara is very common. My binti Awana too. Abbas Jalo say all Kamara stand up. Well now you know waiting ECSL get for go through. Can't wait for the same way the country. Internet's not gonna be problem. We're everywhere. So no go get for do something to them. But for now, this is what we have. Side a bar, on a you name, and name the no common self. Who the camera? Alright. Low left ya. If you just not call him, can begin palava. Or no one call him. Call him, no begin palava. Go there back tomorrow. Saleh Ibrahim. Till we meet again tomorrow. Tripoli say, Tata.